Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright. Welcome back. This is an energy healing video where I will be walking you through techniques that you can use for conflict resolution. And these are energy healing techniques, so it will help you work on a nonverbal spirit level, which I think is usually the most successful level to work in order to take some of the intensity out of conflict that you have with other people and possibly to just resolve it, at least on a spirit level. So what I mean is that you can have, say someone throws energy at you every week and you know who it is because you're intuitive and you repair your aura and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I know the person that did this rip in my aura, and so you can heal it, but wouldn't it be nice if you could get that person to chill out and stop throwing energy at you? And you can't make them stop throw energy at you in a clean way that's, you know, healthy for your karma. But you can help them to sort of move beyond their state of imbalance. You can do that in certain ways, and I'm going to walk you through that. So I'll walk you through healing yourself in regards to that conflict and healing what I'm calling the conflict zone in between you guys, but all on a spirit level. But also there are certain things that you can do for that person that are clean, that are karmically clean and okay, that are, you know, newbie friendly. So if you're a beginner, you could do it. That actually could help that person to be more balanced and centered and forward moving in their life, and therefore, you know, they'd be more likely to just let go of whatever subconscious or conscious resentments they have that are causing them to throw energy at you or cord you. So that may be hard for some people to wrap their brain around. Like, say if they have a long-standing conflict with a sibling, you know, I don't want to heal her, she's mean, that's not fair, why do I have to heal her? Well, okay, just don't then. But, you know, I would suggest that you do, because then it could help that person to move on and leave you the heck alone. And that would save you, you know, a lot of time and energy over the years. You know, and it's super good karma too, to help somebody else, even if, especially if they've been harming you. So anyway, let's get started with this conflict resolution stuff. It's good stuff. And just first, you know, I would suggest before you do any sort of extra stuff beyond the basics, check your basics, you know. So I'm going to suggest a video if you need some basics called Unblock Grounding or Repair. That's in the title, Unblock Grounding or Repair. So if you're searching YouTube, just put Janet Wright, Unblock Grounding or Repair, and you'll find it. I'm in the snow in the video. It's 10 minutes long. But let's just do a 60-second version of it now. Assuming you don't need much, and then that way maybe that's enough for you, and then we can move on to the rest of the video. So grounding is your connection all the way down to the core of the earth. I suggest that you make it as wide as your whole aura, and I suggest that you pick any shade of red or orange or yellow for your grounding. So those are really nice colors for your grounding. They work well for your body and help you to be present. So I'm going to pick yellow right now, but red or orange is fine too. And you imagine this big wide connection as wide as your whole aura. And I always suggest that the grounding is that wide because it helps you release as much as possible, which helps you let go. It helps you to, you know, adapt and deal with stress a lot better. So nice wide grounding, and have it stay wide all the way down to the core of the earth. Okay. And you can imagine a copy of it out in front of you, like a little mini copy. And just comb through it with gold light from your hands. And just imagine gold light coming out your hands, and just use that gold light to unblock your grounding. Unblock your grounding. Particularly the inner core part of your grounding, because a lot of people notice like the outer part of their grounding is flowing nicely, and they don't check inside the grounding into the core part of it, and I suggest that you do. I like actually checking the front 2 quarters, the back 2 quarters, and then the inner core. So anyway, so that's a little bit of unblocking grounding. If you need more of that, there's that video, Unblock Grounding, Repair Aura. And let's do a little bit of aura repair. So your aura, you want it to be a whole bubble all around you, like a bubble with no rips in it, okay? So just make a little copy of your aura out in front of you and just comb through it with your hand. If you don't have free hands, like say you're driving or you're cooking, you don't have hands to comb through your aura with, because I do in general, if you can use your hands, I think that's nice. But if you can't do that right now, maybe just imagine lots of gold suns around your aura and have that gold sun energy, you know, the gold healing energy from the suns, have it wash out the rips in your aura. So once you wash them out enough, then everything repairs. It grows back. So if you feel really messed up, you may need to pause and do this a little longer, or do that video or repair unblock grounding. But we're just gonna, this is like a little recheck basically. So you're washing out any rips in your aura so that they heal back. You want to make sure they healed 100% so that you have a very nice, smooth, round surface, outer surface of your aura. That's how you know it's fully whole. It tends to get bigger as it's repaired because then there are no more leaks. So your chakras inflate it more because energy's not leaking out anymore. Okay, so you have your big, wide, unblocked grounding. You have your big, healed up aura, right? So now we can move on to the conflict resolution techniques. Yay! Okay, so I gotta get my notes though, so they're over there. Hold on one sec. Okay, thank you. So the first part we're gonna do is pretty neat. I learned it, the angels taught it to me specifically for this triplet set. It's basically like, say you imagine someone you have conflict with, you know, and maybe you are okay with them, but they have conflict with you and you know it. You know, maybe they're just invasive with you, like you know that they energy cord you, or maybe, you know, they just judge you or they say things that are unkind or whatever, right? So I'm going to call that person a conflict person, okay? Not as a judgment, it's just a person with whom there exists some conflict on a spirit level between you and them, okay? So that's a conflict person. I'm just saying that, not that they're, you know, somehow bad at all, okay? But it's just an easy way for me to say it. So in between you and the conflict person, if you imagine like, okay, here's a little version of you and here's a little version of that conflict person, and just pick one. You probably have in the healing we did top 5 conflict situations. And a conflict situation could be with multiple people. So like say a whole family. So it could be, you know, you have 5 members of the family and then there's you. So that's a conflict situation with 5 conflict people and you, right? I mean, you know, okay, maybe you get along with some of them, but whatever, right? So you just imagine 5 conflict people and then you, right? Or you're imagining a different situation, like say your husband, you had an argument with him today. So here he is, here you are, right? So you would just imagine a conflict zone in between you guys. Okay, and if it's a group, maybe just imagine it like a big circle. And so the other people are around the circle and you're there. And so right in the middle of the circle is the conflict zone. And you want to clear out using gold light any, I'm going to call them conflict objects. And they're just pieces of energy that tend to end up in between you and those people. Usually whoever really has the bigger issue, you know, whoever's pissed off the most, let's say, or resentful the most, or judgmental the most, has dumped a lot in that center area, you know, in between you and them. So if you're doing like a family, just look in the center. Look in the conflict zone, center area. If you're doing you and another person, just look in the middle between you and that person. And that is not in your aura and it's not in their aura. It's just some middle area, right? And just use gold light and your imagination and just melt away whatever's in there. And if you think you need help, just be like, angels, can you help me to clear away the conflict objects in this conflict zone, right? And so you just wash them away. And it doesn't really matter what they look like. I mean, I've seen ones that look like boxes. I've seen ones that look like very complicated objects. I've seen ones that look like big walls of, you know, say resentment or anger. But whatever they are, you just melt them with gold light. And if they don't melt at all, you can just say, angels, can you help me with that? I'm trying to make peace here. Can you help me clear out this conflict area? Okay, so that is melting the conflict objects that are in the conflict zone, right, between you and that person. And you could, if you feel like it, I mean, you could just do that yourself. But if you feel like it, what you could do, trying to keep my dog from walking around and around and around the whole video. If you feel like it, what you could do is you can also offer that person helps you on a spirit level. But, you know, that's just if you're feeling really creative and you think that person might be into it. You know, like say that person doesn't want conflict either. You know, you could say, hey, if you want, you can send gold light here too. You know, and maybe some of them might do that. And so that way it's good karma for them too, that they're contributing to clearing these conflict objects. But either way, it's fine. Okay, so then you've cleared the conflict zone, and you can just double check it, like maybe it's clear, maybe it's half clear, and just, you know, ask your angels to help with it, because maybe, you know, maybe you've done enough for today. I mean, usually all the conflict zones I've seen can clear right away. I mean, you know, today, you know, they can clear within the next couple of minutes, but it could be that person may dump more in it tomorrow, so you could check again next time you do the video. Okay, so that's clearing the conflict zone with gold light, right? And then now we're gonna do, we're gonna use healing, we're gonna use flower healing in a specialized way to heal you and then to heal the conflict people as well. But it's really respectful, so don't worry. So the idea with this one is that you have conflict creating inner wounds, okay? So you have inner wounds and they have inner wounds that contribute to you manifesting this conflict with them and that contribute to them manifesting this conflict with you, okay? So even if you think like, I didn't do anything, I'm totally innocent, I'm this, you know, I'm pure as the driven snow or something, you still have some inner wounds that are causing you to wind up in this situation, possibly over and over and over again with different people, right? So those are your conflict creating wounds. Doesn't mean it's your fault, but it just means that something inside of you is contributing towards manifesting this situation over and over, right? And why not heal it? That would help you, right? So, and then of course those people that you know are messing with you somehow, you know, being invasive, throwing energy, courting you, just judging you, saying unkind things maybe, consciously, you know, whatever. Those people, it may not be so hard to understand that they also have inner wounds that cause them to be invasive with you, cause them to have conflict with you, right? And so first let's heal you, and then you can do a similar thing to heal them, and it's cool, okay? So first you just make healing energy flowers out of universal healing energy, but just let it be rainbow colors and maybe some gold if you want, but just heal it, create it with like this intelligent, wise part of you. Just create a bunch of energy flowers for yourself that will help you heal your conflict creating inner wounds. Okay, so just a bunch of flowers you made for yourself to help heal your conflict creating inner wounds. And then just say, angels, can you please double check these flowers that are for me? And if you say that with your mind, angels, please double check these flowers that are for me. Your angels will double check them and make any changes that are necessary. And then you just give those flowers to yourself, okay? So let's do that again. Make more energy healing flowers for yourself out of universal healing energy. It can be gold and all sorts of rainbow colors. Don't even really think about it. Just make it, you know, with your intention. I like using my hand as well just because it's fun, but you can just, you know, make it out in front of you. Just imagine a whole bunch of energy healing flowers for yourself. And they're gonna help to heal your inner wounds, your inner conflict creating wounds. Okay, and just say, angels, can you please double check my flowers? And then go ahead and give them to yourself. All right, great. So now pretty much we're going to do the same thing for your conflict people. And we're just going to do one situation at a time. Like I said, in the healing, we did actually do 5 different situations. People were really jamming on it. I thought we were only going to do 3 conflict situations, you know, with you that you have with an individual, or with, you know, 2 people or 3 people, you know, or a whole group of people. But I don't know, everyone was on a roll. We did 5 different conflict situations. But let's just start with one, obviously. So think of one person or 2 people together, whatever, and or, you know, a whole group, like say your family, you know, your siblings and your parents. And if your parents are in heaven, or you have a sibling in heaven, you can include them, because this is positive stuff and you're not blaming them or anything. So they would be happy to get some healing energy flowers even if they're in heaven. I mean, they don't need it technically as much as the people that are in the lifetime, but it's, everybody enjoys those. So, you know, you can include people that are in heaven in this. But anyway, so go ahead and create energy healing flowers for a conflict person or several conflict people that will help them heal their conflict creating inner wounds. And if you're thinking of a whole group of people, just make individual ones real fast with your mind and make them out in front of you. And then just have your angels double check them before you give them to the people. So just say, angels, can you please double check all these flowers that are for these people? Okay, and then the respectful way to do it, you don't hand it to them like in their hand. The most respectful, because the problem with that is they might feel that you're kind of expecting them to receive it, which is a light level of coercion, and you don't want that. You want to be very, very non-manipulative with this, right? You want to honor their free will. So imagine where the edge of their aura is, and then imagine about 6 feet in front of that even, you know? And so just lay the flowers down 6 feet in front of their aura so they can take their time. If they want to receive it, they can. If they don't want to receive it, that's fine. If they want to receive it in an hour, that's fine, you know? So just make these energy flowers for that person or a group of people that will help them heal their inner wounds. Yeah, it would help them heal their inner wounds that, you know, keep them being invasive or keeping them in conflict, okay? And just say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And then respectfully put them 6 feet in front of those people. And then just maybe say their names so they know the flowers are there. And then that's it. You did your part. Just, you know, oftentimes I hear, you know, people will be like, oh, well, you know, my dad or somebody, he didn't take the flowers. But then I look and go, yeah, it just took him an hour and then he took them. You know, but sometimes it's kind of a shock for people. If you've never done this before, to them on a spirit level, they're kind of like, what are those? But then they like them. Okay, great. So there's more that we can do with that one conflict situation. So let's see. Yeah, let's just go all the way through with that one. So the next thing we do is reminders, really nice reminders. There are 3 different reminders that you can do in the form of flowers, because you can give people information in energy healing flowers. You know, like if you really need to communicate something that you just think someone's not hearing or not understanding, you can make it in energy healing flowers. Make that communication in energy healing flowers, and then just have your angels double check it, right? To make sure that you know, you're not putting your own energy in there, and it's the right vibration, so that person is most likely to receive it well. Okay, so what we're going to do is these message flowers, these energy healing message flowers. And there are 3 messages. One is your angels can heal and guide you. Okay, so it's a potentially very kind of game changer thing for someone to be reminded of. Your angels can heal and guide you. So even the most non-spiritual person you can think of, on this level, they could understand what you're saying. You know, if you communicate it this way, and then they could start to get healings from their angels in their sleep at night, and it could really help them to course correct over time. So that's the first set of message flowers. Let's call them, you know, energy healing message flowers. So you just imagine making a whole bunch of flowers, gold and rainbow colors, whatever you want. And just your angels can heal and guide you. Definitely the heal part, and guide you, right? And then just say, angels, can you double check these flowers? Because they're for that person, or they're for all those 5 people. Usually, if they're for the 5 different people within a group, you can just make the same type of flowers for each person in the group. So just make, you know, you can make all 5 sets right now and have your angels double check them if you want. And then just put them at a respectful distance in front of that person, okay? So maybe 6 feet in front of their aura, lay out these message flowers that say your angels can heal and guide you, and then just back off, you know, just they receive it, they receive it. If they don't, they don't. That's their choice. But since your angels double check those flowers, they have a really nice vibration, and you made them out of universal healing energy. So usually they're very well received. So the next reminder is also very potentially transformative for people, even people that are not spiritual. And it's about letting go. Okay, because letting go, there's so many ways someone can let go. You can literally send information up to your Akashic records, which is like really transformative. Or you can just let go by releasing down your grounding and just let go of stress that built up during the day. You can let go of resentment that is, you know, like for example, your conflict person maybe has trouble letting go of anger, which is why they keep throwing energy at you. So it's okay to let go. And you're not saying let go about anything in particular. You're just like, it's okay to let go in general, okay? And just make that out of universal healing energy. It's okay to let go. Like put it in a bunch of flowers and just say, angels, can you double check these flowers? Because they're for these people or that one person. And so your angels will make any changes that are needed. And then you just respectfully lay those flowers out in front of those people or that one person or those 2 people. And again, those are message flowers that your angels already double checked that say it's okay to let go. And then just back off of that, you know, don't touch the flowers, don't expect that they receive them. Just if they do, they do, that's great. And then the final set of message flowers that we're going to do is free will flowers. And this one you can kind of improvise as to the wording of it, but it's about their free will, because some of the most resistant people I found, they kind of read weird things into it, like, oh, so I'm supposed to do all this? You think I should do all this? Well, maybe I don't want to, you know? So this flower, I've seen that it resolves that issue in people, you know, because I was watching in the healing, and 1 or 2 people had some very resistant conflict people, but this set of message flowers resolved that. So this one just talks about their free will and that you respect it. So you could just say, I respect and honor your free will in these message flowers. So again, you make them out of universal healing energy. It could be gold, it could be any rainbow colors. Just don't overthink it. Just let the wise part of your spirit do it. You make a bunch of energy healing flowers out of universal healing energy that say, I respect and honor your free will, or something to that effect, right? And then you just say, angels, can you please double check these flowers? Because they're for those people. And then go ahead and respectfully put them, you know, maybe about 6 feet in front of those people's aura so they can take their time and receive it if they want. They don't have to. But usually, particularly in these conflict situations, it's reassuring to somebody, like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Okay, good. So that's essentially the whole process. So I think we're gonna leave it at that, and you can just repeat the video for as many people as you want. we'll do one fast round. So if you like the fast round, then you can redo the fast round again and again. If you like the slow round, you can do the first part of the video. Okay, so this is the fast round. If it's too fast, meh, just redo the first part of the video instead. Okay, so the fast round is you think of a conflict person or two conflict people that are like kind of together, or a group of them. Okay, so pick a conflict person and melt any conflict objects with gold light that are in between you and that person. So not in their aura, not in your aura, but like right in the middle, in between you guys. And just melt any objects that are there, any conflict objects that you see. So you just have your intention be, I want to melt any conflict objects. And if you're not sure you finished, just say, angels, can you help me finish clearing all those conflict objects in between me and these people? Okay, and then we're going to heal the conflict creating inner wounds. Okay, because you may actually, even though you think like they're initiating the conflict, they're keeping it going, you may have inner wounds because why did you manifest this situation? You know, so you may have inner wounds that create or manifest this conflict. Okay, so time to heal those, right? So go ahead, make energy healing flowers for yourself. Any universal healing energy, but you know, gold or rainbow colors, whatever you need to heal your conflict creating inner wounds. All right, and then just say, angels, can you please double check these flowers? They're for me. And then just give them to yourself. Okay, and then we're going to do that for your conflict person or conflict people. Okay, so again, energy healing flowers for those people made out of universal healing energy. It could be gold or rainbow colors that help them to heal their conflict creating inner wounds. So I'm doing it for two separate people that are kind of grouped together. Okay, and then angels, can you please double check these flowers? They're for those people. Okay, and then respectfully put those flowers in front of those people or that person, like about 6 feet in front of their aura, and just say their name if you're not sure if they know. You can say, here you go, if you want. You can take these if you want. Okay, so what was that? That was just energy healing flowers that you created to help your conflict people melt their conflict creating inner wounds. Okay, and then we're going to do message flowers that you're going to make for those people. Okay, and again, you're going to put them really respectfully 6 feet in front of the person. Okay, so the first thing is your angels can heal and guide you. And you know, you can paraphrase this. It's not like magical words, but you know, it's sort of what I thought of. So your angels can heal and guide you. So go ahead and make that in some message flowers of universal healing energy and have your angels double check them. Angels, can you double check these flowers? Again, these are message flowers that you just made that are made of healing energy. And it says your angels can heal and guide you. And so now your angels double checked them. So you can lay them out respectfully at a distance in front of those people. And it's a nice energy. So even if you did it with them like yesterday, you can do it again today. It's not irritating because the angels, you know, helped the energy and everything. So it's a nice energy you're giving them. You're offering to them. Okay, so then the other message, there are 3 sets of message flowers. That was the first one. Your angels can heal and guide you. The second one is about letting go. It's okay to let go. Okay? And you're not assuming they need to. It's just very non-judgmental. It's okay to let go. Okay? So go ahead and create that as a message out of universal healing energy. Put it into healing flowers, right? And they could be gold or any rainbow color, doesn't matter. You don't have to see the color, who cares? You know, just it's okay to let go. And angels, can you double check these flowers? They're for so-and-so. Okay, and then give those flowers respectfully. Put them, you know, 6 feet in front of their aura. So it's an option for them, not a requirement. But, you know, it's a nice reminder. You know, even if they have conflicts with you, like the angels made it such a nice energy, like, you know, generally it's going to help people. Okay, so the final message one, and then we'll end the video, is free will flowers for those people. And again, this particularly helps. I mean, I think it's always great, but I think it helps especially in those cases where, you know, your relationship is especially sour with that person, or that person has sort of they always jump to negative conclusions or something, you know. So this is, I respect and honor your free will. And you can paraphrase, of course, you know, but that's the gist of it. So you just make that in energy healing flowers. So we're calling it message flowers because that's the message. You know, I respect and honor your free will. You know, and that's something that hopefully you want to do with everybody, right? Because that's really good karma. You want to respect and honor people's free will. So angels, can you double check these message flowers? And then go ahead and lay them down for that person or people at a respectful distance out in front of them, at least 6 feet in front of their aura. And if you think they don't notice, just say their names or something. And you can say, oh, they're for you if you want, but it's optional. And then just let go, don't micromanage the situation. But it's a nice energy, you know, your angels fix it up if needed, so it's a kind of a blessing, you know. And it's good karma for you, and it could help them, which therefore could help diffuse the situation. So I hope that made sense, hope you like it. And yeah, so that's it. Those are the walkthroughs for conflict resolution. And I will mention though that the predecessor to this a couple months ago was flower healing for others, which is also a nice option, but that doesn't go as deep as this. But flower healing for others is in the title, and that one is maybe sort of generation 1 of this kind of work, and this is generation 2 of this kind of work. Flower healing for others, you're just giving them flowers that heal them in certain ways. But this one, you're clearing the conflict zone, and then you're doing healing flowers to help them specifically, hopefully, get over the conflict, and you too. But then you're doing these message flowers as well. So that's pretty nice. And if you have another message beyond just, hey, let's not beat each other up, you know, if you have another message that you're trying to convey, you could go ahead and make message flowers of that too. And just have your angels double check it though, because it might not be a vibration that is appropriate right now, or it might be a vibration that, you know, is just going to add to the problem, you know. So feel free to just ask your angels to, you know, for sure double check the extra message flowers if you're going to make an extra set. And then once your angels double checked your extra set of message flowers, you can go ahead and again respectfully lie them down, you know, about 6 feet in front of that person's aura or those people's aura, just to see if they receive it. But stay present, you know, just maybe touch your body and feel how that feels, because that'll help you stay where you are and not go to them. Okay, and just keep in mind too, if they didn't receive it now, maybe they'll receive it later. And you know, your angels double check the flowers, so they're okay. All right, cool. So I hope that made sense. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment down below. That does help YouTube think that the video is more important, so that could help them to show the video to more people. Also, if you give it a thumbs up, that also helps the video a lot. So thank you so much. Bye.